I am the very model of a modern Major General.
The sound of M is another labial, produced by pressing your lips tightly together and inwards, and then bursting them out, as for B. Strongly where a vowel follows, as in mat, less so where it is at the end of a word, as in tram.
Unlike B, however, the air is felt not against the inside of your lips, but towards the back of your palate.
Make your mouth into a shape for B and make a humming noise like this.
Where you feel the vibration on the roof of your mouth is where you must feel the very short production of air to make the M sound.
We could in fact call the sound a nasal labial because it interacts with the air chambers above the roof of your mouth.
Watch the mouth shape carefully now as we make the humming noise again. Then say some words beginning with M.
Mat, met, mix.
Mob, must, mab.
Now, you press your lips together and inwards, making the humming noise, and then say those words exactly as we did.
Including Mab, the fairy queen, whom you'll find described in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
And she's the subject of a famous poem by Shelley.
Now, in all those words, M was followed by a vowel, and your mouth opened to end the M and continue into the vowel.
But when M is preceded by a sounded vowel and not followed immediately by another,
Whether in the same word or at the beginning of a following one,
the air used to sound the M can be that used in sounding the preceding vowel, with the chin brought up and the lips pressed together inwards, the air being squeezed against the back of the palate by the tongue where the humming noise is felt.
usually the lips are burst open again in these circumstances, but a final M sound can be made without reopening the lips, especially where the previous sound is a short vowel, the air seeming just to disappear into the nasal cavities.
Listen and watch carefully as I say ham, him, and Sam. But note that the lips are more likely to open again for home and same, where the preceding vowel is long.
Now we'd like you to listen to a selection of words, in some of which M is followed by different letters, and in others M ends the word.
Mad, majority, men, mean, mince, mine, more, most, munch.
Bimbo, dumb, primed, humming, hymn, symphony, company, kumquat, comrade.
Arms, Amtrak, Amy, home, sham, shame, shameful, ham, hammer.
Prim, prime, primer, hymn, rim, come, some, some.
Now you say those words.
Remembering the silent B in dumb and the silent L in arms.
And noting the silent N in him. And now let's do a sentence. Listen carefully.
Mark Macmillan met many ministers madly making money.
Now you tell us about this regrettably all too common occurrence in this corrupt old world.
And finally, let's say, or rather sing, our opening line, which comes from the Major General's song in Gilbert and Sullivan's wonderful comic opera, The Pirates of Penzance.
The Professor likes doing this, though it's sometimes hard to stop him. Come along, Professor. It's your turn now.
I am the very model of the modern Major General. I've information...
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. That's enough for the moment.
But what a splendid note on which to end the letter M.
We're fairly rattling through the letters now, aren't we? With J, K, L and M being so uncomplicated.
And we have one more fairly easy letter before we face the enormously complicated vowel O, which, however, is as fascinating as it is difficult.
But before we go on to the letter N, it's your turn to say, or preferably sing, the first line of the Major General's song from the Pirates of Penzance. And then we'll let the Professor loose on a few more lines of it. In fact, we can all join in.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. I've information, vegetable, animal and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm also well acquainted with all matters mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem I am teeming with a lot of news, with many cheerful facts about the square on the hypotenuse.
With many cheerful facts about the square on the hypotenuse. With many cheerful facts about the square on the hypotenuse. With many cheerful facts about the square on the hypotenuse. With many cheerful facts about the square on the